Здравейте, lovely people! Today it is sunny weather in Sofia. It is afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and I just got inspired to take the camera, go to the backyard, and just start filming. Today's video, well, first I know that I haven't been active for such a long time. Honestly, I've been finding excuses what to do, how to do it, when to do it as well. It's a little bit windy. I hope that doesn't affect the audio, by the way. But it's amazing, just the weather. So, get back to the topic. I know I haven't been active, and I've been finding excuses for that. But since the summer season is here and I'm planning to travel a lot every weekend to be somewhere, well, I'll just take the camera and start filming on the spot. So yeah, more or less that's it. And as you already know from the description, today I'm gonna show you how I spent my July morning. It was just a very fast decision where to go, when to leave actually, because we decided to have our July morning at the beach side at Black Sea in Bulgaria. And well, first of all, let me start what we are doing here in Bulgaria. For us, it is very typical on 1st of July to go to the beach side and just welcome the sunrise. Most of the people, what are they doing? If, for example, July morning, in this case it was on Saturday, most of the people are choosing to take Friday off, either from their work or their school, whatever, and travel on that day. And the next day basically they will be very early ready for the sunrise. Also, there are a lot of parties. A lot of clubs are organizing events, either at the beach side or somewhere else. So people are basically choosing to take the day off, partying, and then celebrating. However, if in my case you have exactly the same situation, and what I did was basically I had my Friday as a normal work day, and then we left from Sofia to the beach side, which is on the highway approximately 4 hours, depending the way how you drive, of course. What we did is we left around 1 a.m. in the morning, and we were exactly on time for the sunrise, which was around 5:36ish. It is a big challenge, especially if you're not someone who used to drive during the night, or you haven't driven 350 or 400, actually 400 kilometers without stopping. But for us that's not something unusual, I would say. We love traveling, especially by car. So it was great. However, the spot we chose to welcome the sunrise was not the perfect one, because there were other buildings, and also because we were where the beach is, there was also a club that was still celebrating, of course. They were still partying. There was loud techno music, and for me the perfect July morning would be with hearing the waves, just total silence, I would say, without party hardy, so you can actually enjoy the view. But of course that was the choice we made for the spot, so we had to just be there. We were, let's say, at the south part of the bay, and the people who are either at the center or the north part, it was a perfect position for welcoming the sunrise. But anyway, still we enjoy the weather, enjoy the view, and I would say it was totally worth it. And now let me take you to Black Sea. What we chose to do for this weekend basically was to welcome the sunrise. After this, to be at the beach side, some sunbathing, enjoying the good weather because it was perfect. Afterwards, because we decided first to go for the sunrise in Suzopu, at the campsite called Zlatna Rybka, or the Goldfish. And after this we actually made a reservation in Ravda, another very beautiful small beachside city, and it was actually my favorite one from all places I've been. At the east part of Bulgaria, this one is my favorite one, and also it's not that expensive, which is another benefit to go there if you would like. Something else, what is very typical for these places, they have a lot of hotels and guest houses, of course, because it is a touristic place. What we choose is actually a very small guest house, and it was lovely, and it was also only for one night, so for us it didn't matter where we are. The most important thing to have a shower and bed, that was all. However, we were very lucky with the place. It was extremely clean. It was very close to the beach as well. It was like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 minutes walk. Yeah, so basically the first day what we did is welcoming the sunrise. After this, going to the beach side, where I actually didn't film because my battery was low and I didn't have at all. We went to Ravda. We had some rest because, well, we were lacking of sleep. So we were pretty exhausted, especially by the sun as well. And afterwards we decided to have a walk around Ravda. What is very typical for these cities there on the east part of Bulgaria is they have a lot of stores with souvenirs, with different seaside souvenirs. You can find whatever you're looking for, you will find it, either accessories or some handmade stuff, bracelets, jewelries in general, I would say, things you can put in your home, for example, or use in your home or when you're traveling, like whatever you can think of. Also some clothes, everything, literally everything, a lot of bars, restaurants, especially at the more touristic places for international people, I mean, as Sunny Beach, Golden Sands, Suzopo is very touristic one as well for international people. It's also very typical to see a lot of bars with happy hours, so that's the thing. You order one, you get two, for example. The last time I was in Ravda was, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years ago, and I found that my favorite restaurant there was still open, it was still working, and basically the prices were exactly the same as 3-4 years ago, which was a big surprise for me, and it was still extremely delicious. The wine from there is from Pomorie, and this wine is extremely delicious for me. It is amazing. So I highly recommend to try the wine from there. The one we chose was white wine, and I suppose it was Muscat, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, whatever wine you choose from the east part of Bulgaria, it is it is rich in flavors, and also the aroma is very rich. So I highly recommend you to try it if you have this opportunity. And the next day was basically very simple, because we decided to wake up very early in the morning and to go to the beach for 2-3 hours maximum, because after this we had to leave back to Sofia. It was Sunday, and the next day we were at work, and more or less that was it. Nothing special, but it was definitely the best July morning for me, get away from the big city. And it's very typical for Bulgarians to go to this site. Also, I saw on different social medias, people that I follow, that they also welcome the sunrise at some peaks. Also, I saw that they were organizing events, people to gather and hike together, and it was pretty good idea actually. That was my backup plan. However, I prefer the beach side. So more or less that's it. Nothing special for me here. Well, that's it from me today. I hope that was interesting, more different video. However, I hope this summer I'll be more active with content, because what I've noticed that people are very interested. Even somebody texted me where to find more information. Keep going, it's interesting, tell us more stories, dance more. About dancing, I have some ideas, however I still cannot find the hole or the place where I can practice. So it will take time to film something, because the place where I live is extremely small, so I don't have quite some space to dance. However, I'm planning to do some interesting videos, so stay tuned and see you next time.